Great start by Casey DeSmith in the Dallas net this season.
And the puck drop is brought to you by Simpson Chevrolet. It is Kopitar, Kempe, and Kuzmenko against Hintz, Ben, and Robertson. Here's Steele. Some back pressure from Armia. And now tipped around, Rantanen back. And across, and a one-timer off the shoulder as Lundqvist let it go, maybe off the shoulder or arm of Kemper on a bit of a fluttering shot. And the Stars stay within the offensive zone. In Wyatt Johnson, first round pick in 21. And then Rantanen. Out high, Petrovic. Rantanen again. And that shot in front, tipped, and it pinballs in front. And again, no Byfield and Deneau tonight, both out with the flu. And the Stars come in. Here's Blackwell right in, a shot, and a save by Kemper.
Heads through the neutral zone 1-on-2. He makes a nice little inside-out move, does get to the outside, and pretty easy save for Darcy Kemper. And as usual, the LA Kings.
Now Malott, great pass for Sammy Helenius. His dad, a former Dallas Star, and Sammy was actually born here in Dallas. Grew up in Finland, kept in by the Kings. Malott, a shot, who had a collapsed lung in training camp and missed a couple of months.
Yeah, it's one of those injuries you don't hear a lot about. But...
Shot by Heiskanen, caught by Kemper. He stopped 36 of 38 in Saturday's overtime loss to the Calgary Flames. Now LaFerriere, a quick shot, caught by DeSmith. No score early. Grant Clark back to get it. And around for the speedster LaFerriere. Into Fogle. He pulls up a shot and a save for Moore. Fiala unloads it. Blocked in the slot by Lundqvist. Now centered by Moore. Right in front, and a shot by Fiala.
And he grinds through it, man. He's done a really nice job.
Here's the faceoff, one back. And Brian Dumoulin, the Swede. And then Foxa, who was signed by Dallas in the offseason. That shot on goal. Kemper the save, and a big scramble in front, and it's covered. 3 Stars around him, so he hammers it around. Kept in by Clark. And Clark's shot got through. Save, rebound, Moore. Had a second opportunity, and a save by DeSmith.
Jump in, here it is. Yeah, and it helps that they haven't been in the penalty box yet. So play 5-on-5 and play the way you're playing, and good things are going to happen here.
Malott to Dumoulin, right in, a shot, and a save by DeSmith.
Set the example for the last decade and a half on how to play hockey. So everyone that comes here and sees those guys lead the way, they follow.
Here's a pass back. Labushkin, a shot, tip, and it goes wide, and now Kuzmenko. Nice feet ahead for Kempe to Kopitar. Give and go, Kempe right in, a shot. Rebound, another shot, off the goalpost. Anderson hit the goalpost on the second rebound. Very nearly took the lead here.
Yeah, that started with great D zone and coming out of the end with speed. Kopitar gets Kempe going the net, makes a great play, and there's Anderson. And I love how the LA Kings defense has joined the play in this period to give the forwards that second wave of offense, and they've been part of it. That's for the 4th defenseman.
Battles against Ben. Pops free for Perry. Sends it back. Joel Edmondson shoots it right on. And a save by DeSmith.
And I'm sure he's watching our game tonight. He doesn't miss anything that's happening with the Kings.
We know Foxy's tuned in. See if they can capitalize. Perry in front, a shot wide by Malott. And now Doughty for Anderson. Right on, saved by DeSmith in the locker room.
Yeah, and I was walking through the corridors between periods, and the Dallas radio people described it as they bumped into each other as opposed to Rantanen hitting him. So a little bit different way of looking at it than we did, because we thought Rantanen made some contact with him that was unnecessary.
Kings on the power play to start the second period. Kuzmenko now for Fiala, back to Doughty. His pass blocked, kept it alive. Now for Kempe. One-timer in front. Kopitar is there. Now for Fiala. And the Kings reset. Snapped across to Kempe. Through the slot. No one there for the Kings. Now Kempe for Kuzmenko. Down low, gets it back. Kuzmenko, 3 power play goals for Fiala. Now Fiala again. Kopitar in the slot. Instead back for Doughty. On the outside, Doughty winds and shoots it right on, and a save by DeSmith. And now for Hintz. Trying to get free to Lindell. Steal again. Hintz again. Right in front. And a backhander goes wide. And that was the defenseman Lindell who had moved in.
Pull the puck down to the ice for a scoring chance.
And here comes Rantanen. Leaves it for Wyatt Johnson right in front. And a save on Harley by Forsberg. Oh, what a chance there for Thomas Harley.
Forsberg had to make, as you can see, Dallas enters the zone, and there comes Harley. We talked about the Kings defense jumping up in the play in the first period. Well, Harley does it here as Johnston makes a good pass back to him, and Forsberg gets to the top of the crease. And
Kopitar on the face-off against Steele. Big chance here for the Kings. Face-off, one back. Stolen, yes! They score! Kuzmenko knocked it in! A power play goal! And the Kings have taken a 1-0 lead. Kuzmenko's fourth power play goal of the year.
To see where he could clear the puck as he gets it, he's looking up ice. He takes one little hesitation, and Kuzmenko does what he's supposed to do. Jump in, get in on the forecheck, and I would say that's a free goal for him. And this is a guy that was out of the lineup the last couple games, got some power play ice time.
For Duchesne to Ben. Ben gets it, goal line, right in front. What a save by Forsberg! Unbelievable on Bork. His best stuff tonight. Call the cops again.
This one he wasn't. You can see Ben's down. You see CC's in good spot. That pass goes through the crease, and Forsberg with just a great push to that side of the net. And you can watch this little area. It goes underneath the skates. And Bork's standing there, and the push over to get the pad to that post.
And then Bork for Duchesne. Looks in front. And a good stick by Ceci to break it up. Armia's out of the box, so the Kings have killed it off. And the Stars, Duchesne, a shot. Rebound in front. And they say no goal. Stars think they've scored. The referee says no. That is Chris Lee right there, the referee, who said no goal. And I would think they'll look at it, Tony, at the very least.
Yeah, Chris Lee was right on top of it. I'm assuming he thinks that Jamie Benn pushes Forsberg's pad into the net, and yes, he does right there for sure. So that's what I think Chris Lee sees.
His goalie coach there was Mike Buckley, who's the goalie coach for the Kings. And now the Stars come in. Rantanen gets the drop pass right in front. They score. Duchesne ties it at 1.
This is one off a face-off. A quick exit by Dallas up the ice, and you can see Rantanen gets this drop pass, and he's got too much time there, and he finds Duchesne cutting to the net, and a little one-touch. Nice play as the drop pass by Johnston backs off the Kings D, and Duchesne speed wide to the net. Great pass. That's why Rantanen and 5 odd man rushes, and that shows how good they've broken the puck out tonight against Dallas's forecheck.
So underway here in the third period, tied at 1.
Pretty simple game. You outwork the other team, you win the battles, and you find ways to make some things happen, and they've been outstanding, like you said.
Look out here, and a save by Forsberg on that chance by Blackwell in tight. And the Stars get it, and a shot, saved by Forsberg, and then Beck put the rebound just wide.
And here's Forsberg being big for the Kings there as puck gets through, and Blackwell does a turn off of the rebound, and there's Faksa coming in, and the blocker is kicked out. It goes off of Helenius and comes right back.
Ceci races after. Blackwell now back for Lyubushkin. And then Blackwell to the middle. They score! Faksa let it go. Beck might have tipped it. 2-1 Dallas.
Like Bach tipped it in, a little bit of a forecheck. They bump the puck to the weak side, get it back to the point, and as you can see, Fox backs off and pounds the one-timer, and you see Bach get to the net front and is able to get a stick on that one. Directs it right down to the ice in between the pads.
And now Ben again. Kopitar breaks it up. Look out. Robertson a shot. Another shot. Forsberg got over and stopped Ben.
Forsberg, who has to be sharp as he is here, as Ben opens up for a one-timer. Forsberg recognizes where Ben is. He pushes to Smith, was ready and made the save.
And at the line, Edmondson can't get there in time. Rantanen back in for Dallas. In front, and he scores! Rantanen. 3-1 Dallas.
That space, but save was made, and Fiala acting as a defenseman, covering for his deep pinch-in. Rantanen makes a good move to get across the ice and gets 1-5.
Since then has gone 7-0-3. Kopitar wins it, and Doughty dusted off. Now for Kopitar again. That's blocked by Duchesne ahead, and the Stars an empty net for Wyatt Johnston, and he ices it.
Five versus 6, did a good job of pressure in the face-off loss, got out. Plays made along the wall, there's the pressure up. So they didn't sit back, they made plays. Duchesne makes a really good play, picking off a pass that's going low. And now this is really the first still moment of the game. It's been action-packed and teams battling like crazy for every inch of ice, and Dallas was able to make the most of an offensive zone